Hello, my name is Ralf Friedrichs. I'm an author, addiction recovery coach, and life coach, and the host of this show, the Take Your Life Back Today show. Folks, you can find us on YouTube as well on channel Take Your Life Back. You know what? Today is May 31st. My mother was killed 2016. My mother died 4 years ago, and I'm still grieving. In the last couple of years, a few things in my life have happened that I wish she was around to witness. One of those things that happened was my daughter had a daughter, which would have made my mother a great-grandmother. Also, another thing is that I wrote books, 5 books, and my mother would have loved to have seen not just the covers, but to read them. Both of these mentioned plateaus made me happy and proud. I cheered, I jumped, I clapped, and then I each time wanted to whisk my cell phone off the counter to call my mother. I realized quickly that I couldn't make that call because, well, my mother is in heaven, and tears raged down my cheeks knowing that I wanted to share these moments with her, but just could not be part of it because she is gone. She's up in heaven for 4 years. It has been 4 years since she was taken from earth via a careless driver. I feel the pain of losing her more each day when I thought the pain would lessen within time. Friends, there are many things people say to you when you lose someone, and one is that time heals. Time is passing and the wounds are still raw, even after 4 years, my friends. I remember at the wake and funeral and people showing up in swarms amounts. They were all moving while I was standing still, and every moment of those days seemed to be one hazy dream or nightmare. I had piles of cards, endless emails and texts, and enough stories to hear from folks that knew and loved my mother for who she was. As the service ended, I watched people pack up and move on with their lives. I didn't. I couldn't. I remember being at a red light, leaving the funeral home, and looking over my shoulder to see a woman talking to what appeared to be her mother in the car. She was smiling and laughing, and I wondered when I would be able to do that with my mother again. Well, I know when it's my turn to go to heaven. But I knew the answer was never here on earth, because it won't happen. In the past 4 years, I spent a lot of time putting my happy face on for other people, especially my family. I wanted them to have a strong me and a brave me. Trying to smile that hard through the pain while forcing myself to be a strong person of the house was simply exhausting. And it's overwhelming. Let me just get this back here a little bit. People around me may have mistaken my visible strength as a sign of tackling grief and overcoming it. Not so, my friends. I'm grieving today. May 31st, 2016, a little bit after 5 o'clock, is when the detectives came to my home to inform me of her passing. They handed me her stroller. She used that stroller to transport her shopping bags. Indirectly, it was her transportation like a car would be. She never drove a car here in the United States. Her stroller was mangled from the Dodge Ram hitting my mother and that careless driver. I did forgive that driver. God spoke to me immediately, instructed me to turn that mangled stroller into a cross. I mounted that stroller to the pole where the accident site was. It stayed attached for almost 1 complete year. The truth is, even after 4 years, I'm still figuring out how to pick up myself and push on in life. I often find myself asking God, when will I stop feeling the pain of losing my mother? I have not been able to find the answer, and I might not ever, but I have the solution to my problem. That is to wait for heaven. It is now when I need people most that I can't tell you exactly what I need from them, but I just need them to be around me to talk about my mother. I know that others may not know what to say after this many years, or they may not want to muster up any feelings they believe I may have suppressed. But I can tell you this, I miss my mother. Sometimes I wish I would just open up my inbox to 6,400 emails that tell me I'm going to be okay, or open my door to have a friend waiting there with a hug in hand and saying, Your mother is waiting for you in heaven. Maybe I just want people to be around so time can move just a little bit faster, but because after all, I'm just passing time here on earth, waiting to reunite with my mother in heaven. It's time to heal when that time comes. It is comforting to know, however, that one day I will reunite with my mother, Margrit Friedrichs, maiden name Schultze, born 11/15/1939, sent to heaven May 31st, 2016. I leave you with this from the Bible in 1 Thessalonians 4:16-18. For the Lord himself will descend from heaven with a cry of command, with a voice of archangel, and with the sound of a trumpet of God. And the dead in Christ will rise first. Then we who are alive, who are left, will be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so we will always be with the Lord. Therefore, encourage one and another. My mother was a beautiful soul. Call me at 844-4005-HELP. Together we can help each other take our lives back. I wait for the day that I reunite my mother. She was killed May 31st, 2016, and I miss her dearly. Take good care, and may God bless each and every one of you. Bye-bye now.